What is up, YouTube? It is I, the not AlphonZeus of Team Gradelock. I keep remembering it's always that. Bringing you guys another Vanguard deck profile. I know it's been a while since we've done Vanguard deck profiles, especially me and Dan. We've kind of been futzing around with Transformers and Yu-Gi-Oh! But we're back. We are bringing you guys a Neo Nectar deck profile, but it is not of the Arboros variant. We decided to go the opposite route and go with the archetype that me and Dan enjoy very much, which is Musketeers. So we're using the new Musketeers from the brand new set. I unfortunately don't know the name. I apologize.
Mysterious Fortune.
There we go. So Dan is going to give you guys a quick breakdown of the things we have, why we do them, all that fun stuff. And yeah, over to you, dude.
What's up, guys? It's Dan. Back again, once again, because I love Musketeers, and that's basically it. Also, they're the cheapest thing to do. So, Kira's our starter. That's it. We still play for Cecilia. Cecilia is your ideal main grade 3 ride. You get to cycle through your deck and call out one card if you have no grade 3s underneath her, 2 cards if you have 2 grade 3, if you have a grade 3 underneath her, and then you get to give power to your front row. So it's very good, very aggressive. It allows us to play both Force 1 and Force 2, whichever one you want. However, with Peony Musketeer Martina, where she is not hot butt cheeks, if you remember when she was hot butt cheeks, you get a senior discount. But her new skill is you get to Soul Blast 1, retire a unit. Look at the top, how many cards? 5 cards. And look at top 5 cards, call 1, and then shuffle back to the deck. And then her rear guard skill is pretty much what allows us to lean more towards Force 1 now, only because she gets 5k in a crit if she's called from deck, which is what you're probably going to be wanting to do a lot, and not like really ride her. We still play for Sylvia. Sylvia is amazing grade 2, on ride or on place, make a token. It helps with unit generation, so you don't have to commit as hard for Musketeer plays. We still play a couple non-Musketeer cards in the deck. We still play Irmisol because Irmisol is on place, counter +1. If you have 2 grade 0s on the field, you get to draw a card and give 10,000 power to the column that he's in. Which is really good. Me and John decided to keep him in only because he helps you recover and make it so that you don't lose out if you get pushed like super hard. So that's why we keep him at 4. We have the other half of the Peony Musketeers Tor. Tor we're only playing at 3 because she is a counterblast. And between her, Irmisol, and Cecilia, you get to you would she out of the 3, she was unfortunately at the bottom of the list of what you want to counterblast, but she does offer a lot of versatility because when you counterblast 1, retire a rear guard, you check the top 3 only. However, you get to call either 2 Musketeers or one any card, non-Musketeer from the top of your deck, and then you bottom deck the other card or cards. So it lets you call out Martinas, it lets you call out anything 90% of the rest of this deck in order to be aggressive. So if your opponent pushes you to high damage and you have 2 or 3 Cabust open and you have a Tor in hand, you can basically potentially call her and basically end up calling 3 cards for the price of calling 1 card because you have her and then the +2. We play for Rebecca for name specifically, and her on place is just generic on place. So her versus Gaston, I feel that her like she has more versatility. Even though it's 5k less, it's still a good boost that you would want to play regardless. And then if you somehow happen to like can finagle having a token on board, you can at least use her skill to get her back to hand and have shield for the following turn. We still play 4 Merca because your ideal grade 1 ride target gets you a token still, and that can prep you for tur plays or tur plays. That's basically it, just mainly for tur plays. So you have this, Martina and Rebecca. However, so like it would just be Merca and Martina that you'd be wanting to use the Soul Blast cost for, but even then it would just be Martina, and then like this is it. Another new card we found to put in is Gaston. Gaston we're playing at a 3 of because his on place is only from deck, and when you place him from deck, he gets plus 10k power, which is a really big number. So like if you hit him off of a tur, you're set like for your early game. Your early game push is so good that you just plus so much. We're not playing him at a full 4 of because you don't want to see him in hand. You want to like have him just be called and like stay in the deck. Additionally, our last grade 1 that we're playing is Happy Phone because we're playing Happy Phone instead of Watering Elf. No, that's not Watering Elf. Fruits Basket Elf. That elf. The elf, because it doesn't cost a Soul Blast when you would want to use your soul for like Merca or for Martina. So like I would want to have more cards that like Soul Blast when you would want to use them for like for early game and stuff like that. And it's just like a precautionary measure. Plus this is free, so like you just play her, you get a token immediately on rear. So it's really good and allows you to generate stuff for free and like still have the soul for like your Martina plays or whatever have you. And additionally, it can help you with like again for turs, Martina. It helps for setup basically. So you have another grade 1 in your deck that can be used as utility. And then we still play a crit. 4 draw, 4 heal. We don't play anything else because this is a aggressive deck, and with how Happy Phone. Granted, the only thing is because you're playing Happy Phone now, compared to you would be able to make better columns with Fruits Basket, because Fruits Basket you would have the 2 tokens and then like a grade 1 on rear. Like you would have to commit that other grade 1. So with Happy Phone you can at least like commit a full column that's 13. That is a 10k drop. Comparatively where you would have like only a 10k column, and then you have or like something else that you have to commit. Granted, like it's good when you have the 2 cards in hands that you can make at least 2 full columns with on your early turn. But this I feel puts in more like overall consistency with the deck, so you can push for consistent numbers throughout the entire game and try to strip your opponent's hand effectively. Otherwise, you're trying to. You can either go for Force 1 or Force 2. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on the matchup, because even if you go Force 1 and you're just pushing for numbers, you at least have Martinas to call, so that way you can push for additional crits if need be. Force 2, you can still go Force 2 in most matchups, because if you ride Cecilia, you still get that power buff. But with like if you ride Martina, you're more likely gonna have to go Force 1 to make up the numbers, unless you have the Cecilia in hand, in which case you can go for Force 2 and like start trying to push, because at least you have Gastons in the deck to allow for combo plays and for aggression. I believe that's about it. Thank you very much for watching my deck profile. Hope you guys got an insight on how Musketeers play in the new format, because I really like Musketeers as a deck. I'm really glad that we got more support than what we got on the first initial run that this deck can be. It's like more of its own thing rather than just a token hybrid deck. Alright guys, if you like the video deck profile, remember, comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell button for notifications so you can get more notifications about deck profiles like this one, match videos, market watches, all that stuff. And remember, AlphonZeus waifus are still trash because they're not these. And see you in the next one. Deuces.